Now, I'll share a small incident that happened to me many years ago. I was in Japan to attend a conference. One day conference got over early. I went into the garden to take a stroll. Those were the days when Japan was famous for mechanical toys. And a fellow was selling plastic pigeons, very attractive pigeons. If you give the key, which was under the right wing, and throw it in a particular angle, it would take 3 rounds like a plane and land like a plane. I loved it, wanted to purchase one. But that man could not speak English and I could not speak Japanese. More by gestures we struck the deal. I paid him so much money and took the bird. In enthusiasm, I wanted to try it there in the garden itself. I gave the key and threw it. Probably it did not take the right angle. Instead of taking 3 rounds, the bird went straight. I was horrified. It's a public park. It could have hurt anybody. As I was wondering, I saw a young couple coming in the opposite direction. The husband was about 25-26. The lady was about 22-23, with a small child of about 1.5 years walking between them. And this wretched bird, for whose movement I was responsible, went straight and hit the forehead of the child. You can imagine, the hard plastic beak of the bird caused a lot of damage to the child's forehead. It started bleeding profusely. I was scared. I was feeling guilty. I was apologetic. I thought the young man would be angry. Some people would teach me a lesson. And the young man came running towards me. He stopped short, looked at me and asked, "Asian?" I said, "Indian." "Understand English?" I said, "Understand English." In broken English, the conversation continued. The man did not say anything to me. He picked up the bird and told me, "Sir, this is how you should throw the bird." I felt more guilty. I told him, "Gentlemen, I am very sorry. I am apologetic about what happened. It was not my intention to hurt the child. It was an accident. I am very sorry for it." He said, "No, doesn't matter, sir. It is a small injury. Child is okay." Then I saw the lady kneeling down and wiping the blood from the child's forehead. She was murmuring something. My guilty mind told me she must be cursing me. I told her husband, "Please convey to your wife my apologies. I had no intention of hurting the child. It is an accident." He told me, "No, sir. She is not cursing you. She is telling me, because she can't speak English, she is telling me to tell you not to worry about it. It is a small incident. Child is okay." I was really astonished. I came back to my hotel. I narrated this incident to a receptionist there and asked her, "Did I meet by chance an exceptionally patient couple, or is it very common here?" She told me without even winking, "Yeah, young people here don't lose cool. You are lucky. If they were to be old people, they would have beaten you." I said, "Surprising? In our country, young people are a little more aggressive. Older people are sober by experience." But she was telling me the young people cannot lose cool. I said, "Why?" She said, "I'll take you to the professor." Next day, they took me at an institution. I met the chief. He's a priest, very senior man. He said, yes, what this girl told is right. Young people do not lose their cool here." He shocked me further by saying, "Any child born after 1948 cannot be violent." I wondered. I had only heard about these things about car models. 94 model has this, 96 model doesn't have. But he was talking about child born after 1948 cannot be violent. I asked him why. He said, "Gentlemen, on 6th and 9th of August 1945, 2 bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We saw thousands of people dying like worms. Then we realized that violence is not the solution for our problems. Non-violence is a solution. Since then, we integrated non-violence into education, made a part of education." I was shocked as a teacher, surprised. I wondered, how do you make a value like non-violence an integral part of education? I thought, the better way would be to write a textbook on non-violence and make it compulsory reading for everyone. Believe me, my friends, my 3 decades and more years of experience has confirmed my belief that if you want to destroy anything, make it a textbook. Because we can convert that into 1-mark question, 2-mark question, 3-mark question, match the following, fill in the blanks. But the essence is lost. I wondered how they have done it. I went to their schools, plenty of schools in cities and village areas, I found that introduced mentoring, which we lack here. Mentoring is a very important concept. Teacher becomes a mentor. Each teacher takes care of 10 students, meets their parents, elderly people in the house, talks to them, learns about the behavior of the child. If the child shows any abnormal behavior, immediately the teacher talks to the child continuously. From the age of 2 or 3, the teachers go on telling the child, violence is bad, violence is bad, violence is bad. Imagine what would happen if all of them make a concerted effort in telling the child violence is bad. The child grows up to become non-violent. Now tell me, who made the country Japan a non-violent country? Japanese never saw Buddha. Buddha never went to Japan. They only heard the preaching of Buddha and became non-violent. It is by this mentoring concept they became non-violent. Now tell me, who is the most powerful person in the country? Bureaucrats, politicians, or the teachers? I firmly believe teachers with values, teachers with concern, who are proud of their profession, can change the country. Because I believe teaching is the only profession that constantly interacts with the future and nobody else.